All right, so after I did all my basic adjustments, I went ahead and touched up certain areas over here, the dark purple flower, certain areas over here as well, just to make that an overall green background. So the next thing I want you to do is go ahead and grab the radial filter, and remember you zero out all the sliders here. Okay, the only thing I'm going to do is take the exposure up. Then I'm going to click on her forehead and come out. Turn off my overlay so I can see and adjust this accordingly. So I'm going to darken it and focus the attention on her. After that, we're going to do what I call depth of field blur. So a lot of times when you take a portrait with a professional grade camera, you're going to get more of a blur in the background. If you do it on your cell phone or you do it on a smaller camera, you're not going to get as much of a blur. So to artificially put that blur in there, what you can do is go to the graduated filter, go over here and zero out all my sliders, and then I'm going to take the sharpness down, come over here, and I'm going to go to about the top of her head. And remember, if you press the shift key, you can come straight down. So I'm going to go down to about her belly. Okay. I'm going to turn off the overlay and go ahead and change the sharpness so we can see what that does. So I can change it later. I'm going to go pretty blurry. Now I may want to move that down and get more blur in. So notice the blur is coming down a little bit. So I'm going to go right in there. Okay, so I'm going to turn off that overlay. And what I want to do now is go ahead and grab my brush right here, and I want to minus certain areas of that mask. Okay, so I could turn on the mask if I want to and paint that way, or you can just paint the blur away. Now, to start off with, I want a firmer brush. Okay. So my feather is up here. I'm going to reduce my feather. You could also go shift left bracket, shift right bracket to increase or decrease the feather. So now I start to paint that clearness back in. So I'm not going to go too tight to the edge. Quite yet. Okay, now I'm going to increase my blur. Shift right bracket. My feather, I should say. And then I'm going to go out here so it blends in a little bit nicer. Reduce my brush size. Come into her fingers. I'm going to go ahead and turn on the mask so you can see that you're painting away that pink area. And I'm going to change that pink to like a bright green so I can see that a little bit better. All right, so I'm not going to make you watch me do this whole thing. But you would take your time and you would paint away that blur. I'm going to turn off the mask. So this is my result, and I can go back in and change the sharpness to what I want it to be. So I wouldn't go too crazy. Probably right in there looks good to me. I'm going to go before and after. Maybe a little bit more blur. So reduce the sharpness. Sure, I click on that. Alright. So here's before. Here's after. So that's basically all I want you to do to this image, and then you can put that in your done folder, and then on Monday I'll show you how to turn all those in.